Hi, this is Superintendent Jeff Solan. Thanks for watching. This is American Education Week, where we typically celebrate our thriving public school system and all of you who make it that way. Unfortunately, like everything else in 2020, the trumpeted celebrations this year have been a little bit muted. Suppressed by restrictions and scarred by months of fatigue, we are all a little bit battle weary. I wish I could tell you this would be over soon. In the most optimistic estimates, we still have at least 2 months to go. While that may seem like an eternity, we are already 9 months from the start of this whole ordeal in March. We've also been very successful in managing the pandemic from a health perspective in Cheshire. The data we have in our schools is very low. Of course, I also understand the anxiety we may have can be very high. The role we play in education is critical. I see the joy in our students who come to school, and that's palpable. I know what it does to uplift them and our staff. I also know that so many parents must go to work as medical providers, emergency service personnel, or even educators. You count on us to be there for you too. But I need to be clear, as I was with the Board of Education in last night's meeting. Those needs are all irrelevant if we can't ensure our schools are safe. The Center for Disease Control has published guidance on transmission risk in schools that is used in concert with school-based data. It is a scale that assesses risk of spread from very low risk to very high risk. The indicators on that guidance are favorable for Cheshire as well. We will continue to work with our community health partners to monitor conditions moment by moment and make decisions that keep our students, staff, and community safe while providing for in-person instruction to the greatest extent possible. Keeping everyone in our schools safe and healthy is our primary goal above all others. We have never been so reliant on our community to make that possible. Toward that end, I want to remind families that you may select remote learning as an option for your child. If you do so, we are continuing our policy, which we've maintained all year. We permit students to go remote for 1 month at a time. Therefore, any student who goes remote now will be required to remain that way until January 2nd. We believe that particularly during the holidays, that will help protect our school communities and provide for educational continuity. The other thing I clearly stated at last night's meeting, and will reiterate with you again, is that there is strict travel guidance in Connecticut. That guidance includes testing before exiting quarantine after travel. I take my role to protect the health and safety of our schools and community very seriously. If we learn that anyone violated that guidance, we will pursue fines. We've never been so dependent on each other to make good decisions, and I thank you in advance for supporting our students, staff, and community toward that end. In essence, that interdependent relationship between students, families, and schools is at the heart of American Education Week. We rely on each other to assure the best possible outcomes for our children and the future of our community. In celebration of that relationship, we have selected 21 very special students from around the school district as Superintendent's Awards winners. I ask you to join our Facebook page and visit frequently, as we will publish interviews with these students from across the district every few days. One of my favorite parts is where the students talk about who their favorite teacher is and how that person inspired them. While on Facebook, I would ask that you also check out the Cheshire School Modernization Committee page. The School Modernization Committee hopes to make a recommendation in terms of how to best update our facilities to the town council by January. So please tune in there for very important information on our schools and facilities, as well as the future of Cheshire. So that does it for me this week. Again, I ask that you please make good decisions with your families to help protect our students, staff, and community during this very difficult time. Be safe and have a great weekend. Thank you for watching.